Gidi. And Iriboto Gorusio, Ejiro Imuere, Ejiro Kujero. So, I told you Sam Essi seems to know the direction the Ijaws people were going, and it seems to know the direction the Shekiri people were going. Sam Essi now entered the matter as a defendant, and he told a different story of how the Ijaws people came. Different from what he just said, and different from what the Olu said. Now, look at the statement of Sam Essi. There were some places that were torn from the photocopy. It's like it's an ancient document. So that area is missing, but mentally, we don't want to use our brain to fill the gap. It says, save as hereafter expressly admitted. The second defendant denies each and every allegation of fact set out and transverse narrative. The second defendant for the statement of claim, you can go back to my first episode so that you watch what the Ijaws people said. You can also go back on that episode, you watch what the Shekiri said. The second defendant is not in a position to admit or deny paragraph 2, 5, 6, 6A, 7, 8, 12, and 14 of the statement of claim. With reference to paragraph 2A of the statement of claim, the second defendant states that the land in dispute is partly in Warri Division and partly in Warri Urban District Council area. As to paragraph 2 of the statement of claim, you know, the Ijaws said, people said they own the whole of Warri, including Okere, including the Buangwe, everywhere. You see, that is where sometimes people make mistake. Good. In that statement of claim. Now, I told you then that there are some things that were correct at that time that they said that are also correct now. But there are some things that they said at that time that they thought that were correct, but now they are wrong. And that's why it's the only truth that can stand the test of time. Now, he said that the paragraph of statement of claim, the second defender, that is Sam Essi of Agbasa, deny that the part of the land in dispute described as Warri, including Ogbijo, Okere, Adastan, Ajamoga, Ugori, Ekrode, Ajokoro, and Ubuangwe are property of the Ogbijo who founded them and are from time immemorial be in an undisturbed possession of same. As for other parts of the land, the second defendant is not in a position to admit or deny the same. That will tell you that the Ogbijo people in Warri GRA, Okere, Ugori, and all those people understand that the Ogbijo said they have in the statement of claim. Agbasa says it's not correct because, like I tell you, if he didn't join and Ogbijo is going to prove their case, it now means that the Agbasa people are not tenants of the Ogbijo people. Then he said the second defendant denies the correctness of paragraph 4 of the statement of claim, and at the hearing will require the strictest proof of all the allegations therein contained. 6. The second defendant denied paragraph 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 of the statement of claim. Now paragraph 7 is the climax. Sam Essi now gave the history of how the Ogbijo people came to Warri GRA. Now, look at what he said. He said, the second defendant states that before 1893, Ogbijo did not exist anywhere on Warri mainland. He didn't say Ogbijo did not exist in another place on the other side. On this side, Warri mainland. What he's trying to say is that the Ogbijo people didn't cross over to this other side before 1893. So don't misquote that Ogbijo did not exist before 1893. No. He said Ogbijo did not exist on anywhere on the Warri mainland. He said now sometime in 1893, two Ijaws men, Okubio and Idei. You see how it's different from the Olu case. Olu said Ogbijo people came and we gave them land. The names of the people, you didn't mention. The name of the Olu that did it, you didn't mention. The same thing too. Agbasa people came from Agbasa and we gave them land. The name of the Olu, you didn't mention. The name of the family, you didn't mention. The name of the Agbasa people that came, you didn't mention. But Sam Essi was specific. He said it was only two of them, named Okubio and Idei. They came and requested permission to build their settlement near the consulate, near the anchorage, the consul office, owing to the harsh treatment they had been receiving from the Niger company. In other words, I told you, if you look at, go and read the Ugeli Treaty. I said that before consul came, Royal Niger Company were the agents of colonialism. The Royal Niger Company was a private company that the British saw their service to go and colonize people. Royal Niger Company is like Tantita. It's a private company that the British government hired because they don't want to first of all send their government official. So when Royal Niger Company has explored the place, the government now came directly. The government now is that the government is the consul now. They are not like Nimasa. They are doing the same thing. Nimasa and Tantita are doing the same thing. But Tantita is a private company, while Nimasa is a government agency directly. He said, but after some time, the government now said Royal Niger Company should leave. The consul should take over. He said that they came, they requested permission to build their permission because they were treated harshly by Niger Company. That's the Royal Niger Company. Maltreated them wherever they were. They were somewhere before. Good. After the consul had consulted with the chief, in other words, when they came, they didn't come to meet the Agbasa people to settle. They went to meet the consul who replaced the Niger Company, that they are looking for a place to settle. Good. Now, he said, after they met the consul, after the consul had consulted with the chiefs of Agbasa, with whom Her Majesty the Queen of Great Britain and Ireland and Empress of India had concluded treaties many months previously, the request was ultimately granted and they built their villages on the four quarter, that is the forefront quarter of the settlement, became known as Ijaws. So after they met with the consul invited the chiefs of Agbasa, with whom they previously, Agbasa signed their treaty in March 1893. And he said some months earlier, the Ijaws people now came. Some months after they signed the treaty. This place is no longer clear, but what I can make from here is that the way they became known as Ijaws, and they were there until they abandoned the settlement in the earliest form of this century, and they were the customary gathering for Agbasa people, and they were given kind from here to here. But he said something here that a certified true copy, authentic copy of a dispatch of on the 26th of May 1895 from the Consul General to the Under-Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs, London. So this is an important document that we have to look for. Because it's not trying to say it's like the agreement they made with the Ijaws people, that the consul recorded it and dispatched it to London on the 25th of May 1895 from the Consul General office, and that he intended to tender it. So we're going to look for it, because the Ijaws people, incidentally on this date, claim they have a treaty dated this day. So maybe Sam Essi is trying to say, I don't know, but I will try to look for this document to know the truth. Now, the second defendant will contend that the plaintiff is not accurate with the particular reference to the boundaries set out on the Warri area, including Okere, Ajamoga, Ubori, Ekurede, Ajokoro, and Ubuangwe. At the hearing, the second defendant will say that the action is speculative and vexatious, and would urge that the case with disputes and substantial cost. Dated at Warri, this 25th day of June, 1964. So, Obuja people that have to disprove the burden of Agbasa, and at the same time disprove the burden of Shekiri. Sam Essi said something. He said the Ogbishop came some months after they had made treaties with the council. It means that as at that time, Agbasa already got their treaties. And it's like they want to push the treaties of Agbasa, the treaties of Ogunu, the treaties of Ejeba, and the treaties of Igudu into the case. So once Agbasa is able to do that, the only thing that would have saved Ogbishop is Ogbishop also has a treaty, if they have a treaty. And Agbasa is Sam Essi saying something about an important document, which he said is going to tender in the case. That the council made it, maybe an agreement between them and the Ogbishop people in 1895 that they are customary tenants of the Agbasa people. I don't know. Those of you in London, I'll inbox you. Those of you contact that I'll be chatting with to look for this particular document for me. It's very, very important for us to know the truth. But anyway, let me make my statement here clear now. I have always said and insisted that the ancestral home of the Ogbishop people is the Warri GRA. I am not saying about who gave the place to them, but in this place now, they said they founded their land. Olu said he gave it to them. Agbasa said they gave it to them. The conclusion I draw is that they were there at the time. Whether they were there as independent people who own their land, or customary tenants of the Agbasa people, or customary tenants of the Olu people, that I don't know. And that was why I said no. No Shekiri man can say no Bishop people are not in Warri South, because your Olu said he gave them the place. And no Agbasa person can say that Bishop people are not in Warri South, because Sam Essi said they gave them the place. Sam Essi even mentioned the two men, Okubio and Idei, the year, and he said the negotiation was facilitated by the consul himself, and there is a letter to that effect. So we cannot now deny what our ancestors said. There is a difference between the existence of a people in a particular area and whether they settled them or whether they gave them the place. But as soon as Sam Essi filed the case, the next to join to the suit, a case that has been on since 1956 after many years. In the next case, Ogbishop people say they are not doing again. I don't know what happened. They now file a notice of discontinuance. 8 years later. Very funny. I did make a video that I confronted some Ogbishop people, and they said Festus Okotiabo promised them that they should withdraw the matter and that they will settle them. But those things are not on document. What is in the document is that Sam Essi, after he filed, Ogbishop people said they were discontinuing the case. And now look at it, notice of discontinuance. Take notice. That is, Chief Izuku Amaoloke and 5 others, the Shekiri Communal Land Trust, first defendant, Chief Sam Essi, for himself and on behalf of the Agbasa and the Igudu people, second defendant. Notice of discontinuance. Take notice that they are both named plenty for themselves and on behalf of the Ogbishop people, wholly discontinue this action. And further take notice that the case is discontinued and withdrawn without prejudice for the following reason. That the plaintiff appreciates the fact that the Ishekiris, the Agbasa, and the Igudu Robos and themselves have always lived together, facing their common problem, together in one division, the Warri division of Delta Province. That as a result of this living together, they have so intermarried for many generations back and have shared life and administration together to such extent that they can in fact be said to be one and the same people. That owing to land dispute, however, the people of Warri division have been at daggers drawn. To do what you say, it is we that want to cause crisis. Thus, rendering it impossible for them to come together to plan a better future for themselves as a people. That the plaintiff believe this case, which involves all the Shekiris, all Urobos, and all Ijaws in Warri division, if allowed to go on, shall create feelings which will be high, which will be so high, and this truly belief will not be to the best interest at all. This is further the belief of the plaintiff that it is imperative that the three tribes in Warri division should settle their differences and come together in the interest of their division and of posterity, and to pursue this case will not be a step in the right direction. That moves are being made to settle whatever differences are between the plaintiff and the defendant over land. You should have waited until the moves were made. Moves are being made and you are withdrawing your case. That's wrong. That the plaintiff realized it is the declared intention of the Midwest government to share out amenities on divisional basis. So it is the wish of the plaintiff to work together as a team with their other brothers in this division to get the maximum benefit of government amenities. The foregoing having been read and interpreted into the usual language for the benefit of the first and third signatories, being illiterate persons, they seem perfectly to understand the same, being affixing their right thumb fist in my Izokwamu Ulyoku, Obubobri, they now signed. So, finally too, the judge ran away. Olu ran away. Everybody ran. Okere ran away. The judge too are running away. They still don't want to prove their case and they want to live in peace. Their moves are on to settle the matter. Up to now, the matter have not been settled. But then, the judge now made a ruling. Because the Urobo lawyer and Ishekiri lawyer said, no, don't run away. We are ready for the case. We want to continue. We have passed that level. Come and prove your case. I think that is what the judge also done when Olu was running away. No. Come and prove your case. Come. I not agree. And that is why the judge, the Shekiri now move a motion. If he's running away now, make an order that he should never come to this court again to come and disturb us over this matter. And so, the judge gave the order. See, I'm snapping for you. He said, Ogbijo should either continue, that they are past that level. That no, all these sentiments want to live together, we're past that level. Let's try this matter once and for all. You either continue this matter, or I ban you from litigating on this land again. And unfortunately for the Ijaw people, their lawyer said he's going to discontinue the case. So our next episode will be the final ruling of the court. What the court now said after the Ijaw lawyer said, the ruling here where the judge said, you either continue now or I will dismiss his case. I will snap it for you. So as you can see, nobody has got a title to Warri GRA land. Those are the things I will tell you in the next. Thank you very much, Urubawado.